Alright, we are back at the old league. This is against Lemonspawn. Is that your first time playing in league, I believe? Anyways, I was out excessively late last night watching the U.S. women's team have no right side of its defense, which was rather annoying given that I went to the game and watched them lose. So, I don't know, I don't actually feel that bad this morning, but I don't actually feel that bad this morning, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, do I not feel bad because my head's just in like such a state of unthinking bliss that it doesn't hurt from not sleeping enough, or am I feeling okay because I'm actually okay? We'll find out. Anyways, yeah, we have a game here. I have this 4-3, which definitely seems better than the 3-4. I'm not sure they want to open broker or silk immersion. The target's probably getting up to rice broker. This board's a little bit light on payload increase. Like there's just no real great gainer of treasure. Like you can King's Cash golds, and that's probably about the best you're going to end up doing. But doing that, when you're going to be drawing Imperial Envoy villas, maybe not the most amazing thing ever. Anyways, I really don't know what the target should be. I guess we probably want to go Silk Merchant first. Like, that's more likely to have us hitting 5. And supposing we trigger the shuffle, we'd like to have a rice broker in it, so probably let's do that. Yeah, okay. If I draw 2 coppers with this Silk Merchant, I will be very disappointed. Okay, I don't have to be very disappointed, that's good. Apparently we're just going to see, like, all of our cards constantly, which is amazing, I must say. This will ideally be a broker buy, although there's a good possibility that I end up drawing. Oh, apparently we're going to draw perfectly. Okay. I mean, drawing perfectly works for me. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm totally good with drawing perfectly all the time. Like, look at me. I've played a rice broker turn 3. It's fantastic. I'm playing a rice broker turn 3 and 4. I mean, I guess the other thing that could happen is, like, even if my head's not in a great state, we could just, have perfect draws this entire match, which would help out a lot. You have in hand, you just have broker. I think this goes for coins, and you'll take a silk merchant. No, Imperial Envoy. Oh man, the perfect draws stopped. That stinks. I liked it a lot better when I was getting perfect draws. I mean, I guess at some point, we talked about how the econ's going to be kind of difficult to build up, so also, what else would I be buying other than a silver? An interesting question. I don't think we broker the Silk Merchant. Like, we could take cards out of that. Probably not. Probably we go, like, cards with the estate, draw with the Silk Merchant, hopefully play the rice broker again. That would be buying Villa, plausibly. I mean, at some point, rice brokering Silk Merchants looks pretty hot, but again, my deck just doesn't. My deck isn't doing enough, I think, to justify doing these things. Villa Envoy. Pay off debt. That should be the turn. Maybe you can buy a silver or something. You probably should if you can. Well, things are going better over there now. Things are still going pretty okay over here, I'll say. Let's see. Do we want this Imperial Envoy in deck? Probably. I mean, it is probably going to be our main source of draw. The other thing we could do is we could just put a Silk Merchant in, but right now I'm looking at I have 6 coins in deck. Plausibly we go down to 5. I might not actually be able to afford an Imperial Envoy. 6 coins in deck. Broker gets 2 back, but Rice Broker plausibly trashes one of them. I guess we could broker for or we could Rice Broker a state instead. I mean, we're not really going to have the option to think about that. The other thing we could do is we could just take a Carriage. It's a little bit lighter on my potential ability to draw this next turn. But I'm really not seeing how I'm overcoming the debt on Imperial Envoy. So maybe we go that way, or we could go another Silk Merchant. I think we'll go with the Carriage. Okay. This is all working out alright. I'm buying a lot of villas. It's a little bit scary. I guess you have an extra silver in deck, but you do have the Imperial Envoy, which is, well, it is what it is. Okay, state. This might just end up being a Silk Merchant buy. I'm thinking, I don't really gain anything by going further into this shuffle. The other thing I could do is, I guess I could take, favors and buy another silver. I don't know how useful the Forest Dwellers stuff is right now. We should be getting up to consistency pretty quickly here. So probably I'm just going to do coins and buy a Silk Merchant with the idea that maybe I'm brokering a state Silk Merchant next turn if everything goes perfectly. That is, use the Carriage, use the Rice Broker. You had a villager. I'm just concerned that I'm not producing enough coin in general. I mean, our target's got to be gold or King's Cash here, just to make that work a little bit nicer. All that. Well, could I bottom deck here that would be totally devastating? I don't know. I'm sure there's something I could bottom deck that would be totally devastating. Maybe the Broker. Maybe not. It might be fine. I don't know how much money is over there. It's actually quite a lot more than me, I'm thinking. I don't know exactly how that happened. I mean, I guess I was trashing coppers a bit faster. Maybe that wasn't actually the greatest thing. Maybe drawing them is a better outcome. I really need to be spiking up to one of these things. I had the one bad turn, which is maybe last turn I'm talking about. This should be a King's Cash. At least if you think you're drawing, it should be. I don't know why you would think otherwise, given your last couple turns. Okay. I guess we are going to bottom deck the Broker. Gross. Well, shoot. I don't really want to lose this silk without losing more. I don't really want to lose the villager. I mean, I guess we're doing this. This could just be coins and then take the king's cash. I mean, I'm certainly thinner. I just don't know that that's a good thing. Broker silk merchant, rice broker silk merchant, maybe. Are we brokering then? The other silk merchant? Is that like appropriate at all? I don't know. This turn becomes difficult, doesn't it? Like, this can be gold king's cash and you're in like hop in good shape if you keep drawing. Okay, a little bit of a consistency boost in there. I guess we're going to rice broker silk merchant and then broker the other silk merchant. It's not perfect, but I think it's the best turn I can be producing here. I guess the other option is like we could do some kind of gain and play. I don't even know what I'm hitting this turn. It's not pretty though, especially not out of this starting hand. I guess we could also go silk merchant and then like buy villa. So, buy villa like this. Possibly this goes for coins. I don't know that I really want to do that. If 8's a target, we could think about an Enclave. Or if gold is what we're looking for, I could think about an Enclave. I really do need you to have a bad turn. Is kind of the sad situation I'm in, and I'm just not sure that's going to happen with the silk merchants you've been taken in. Maybe we could go like silk merchant gold. Can we do that? 9. Yeah, we could do that. That might be our move. And I'm in the same situation again. Disgusting. You know, probably we're doing about the same thing. I guess this time we have villagers, so we don't have to make the villa buy. Yeah. I mean, I have all the copper out, it's just not necessarily being a good thing. Need like King's Cash Gold this turn. And stuff over there definitely is working. Hardly even need your Envoy anymore. It's way out producing me somehow. Oh, we get to draw this, yeah. Huh. Oh, got over-trashed. That's a big... That seems clear at this point. Deck just doesn't have a go. Okay, I do not like that Citadel much. Well, what does my deck do anyways? If I broker this villa, what do I produce if I broker this villa? Jeez. Let's see, like 9, 11... What is it? 15 is not enough to do things I would want to do. Certainly. I guess if we brokered, like... We could broker 2 things. Right. This carriage is maybe not doing me a whole lot of good. Like, if we broker Villa, we can get 14... maybe up to, brokering the silver produces 1 extra coin. The other thing that can happen is, I really need a dud over there. God. So, just hopefully that's over. I'm gonna lose this game. Just gonna put it out there in case you hadn't been following. My turns just don't do enough. My royal carriage sucks. It really sucks. I don't think an envoy would be doing me a whole lot better. Like, I think it just should have been a Silk Merchant. My hope for this turn is to be able to gain and play King's Cash Gold. I also feel like I just had kind of this series of turns, like the last really two, that maybe didn't accomplish as much as one would have hoped. But yeah. Like, I'm imagining the way that I'm able to come back in this game is basically just you have all this treasure and you dud out on it. But somehow you've ended up with more draw, more payload, more. Yeah, it's not really a good thing, I must say. I mean, it still seems possible that you kind of dud out on stuff, which is why I'm staying in this game. Although it's fairly unlikely at this point. Like, this will be 2 Silk Merchant buys, and it'll be fine for the most part. This Carriage is really, really bad. It just doesn't produce, like, money. I feel like there was one turn in there where, like, I brokered and drew 2 estates that I would have liked to have gone a bit better. Like, that's when I could have gone up to gold or whatever. That would have been preferred. Although that's not really an excuse. I really don't know. I thought things were going amazingly early, and they just didn't anymore. I wonder if this is a win. No, it can't quite be. Maybe you take like 1 province just because you're however far ahead. But I mean, there's 3 villas in the deck. Like, this could totally fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stock cards out of how many? This is basically me trying to come up with excuses to not resign. Which, I mean, it's good to do. It's good to do. Resigning is a certain loss. What is that card? That is a gold that I would really, really, really like. So if I'm brokering my rice broker, which is plausibly the move, that'll be like 5 coins. I think that's pretty certain that needs to happen. And then it's a matter of, do I want to try to do some gain and play thing, or do I just want to, take 2 provinces and say, like, if you fail turn, I'm in decent shape. That might be more the move. Right. Like, I don't know what this is going to produce. Like, if I had King's Cash Gold, I'll be at 15, I could go... Can't quite go King's Cash Gold Villa on that. which is what I'd really like to be doing. Not that I guess I can draw all that at that point. I guess we can still go like King's Cash Villa on it. I don't know what I'd be doing next turn, but no. Worry about that when the time comes. I think I just have to go out there. So I think we're going to go after a payload increase under the theory that the way that I win is basically that you full-on dud just completely. So right now I'm at 30 coins. Plausibly we need to add like an Envoy, King's Cash. Just go like Enclave. I draw, that's plausibly enough. Well, if you have a full dud, you're just like single provincing, so that's probably fine to not worry about. We could just go like maybe another Envoy and 2 golds. Okay, well, I guess that's not going to be a full dud. Alright. I guess you still could, I mean, you have enough stop cards to die, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, it's not like I'm even coming close to your production. It's part of what I'm seeing. I also somehow 2 envoys in here. Like, what is going on? Just saying. This is not draw cards. I don't even really need to think about this win. It's just so easily there on the 6 provinces. No. Well, then on the five villas and a king, 3 kings caches maybe. Or maybe there needs to be some gain and play stuff. I don't know. Or like estates. You have 21 after the villas. Yeah, okay. Fine. And something went wrong there. I mean, most of what went wrong is that I had to mute in the middle of the game because it became, like, awful. But I don't know. I just fell, like, so far behind. I have no real clue why I did. I mean, I just had less stuff at some point. I don't know if it was an overtrash or what. Anyways, we'll move on and hope that things go better this time. This looks like Page, mostly. There's Terminal Draw, Barge, Envoy to help us out with that. Infirmary trashes, so probably we'll open that along with our opening page. Don't draw the page. I guess we could frog it for safety, but that seems like a terrible idea. I guess we could frog this page. That's something that could happen. Let's just draw the Infirmary with it. We're gonna continue to have these amazing draws that I just can take absolutely no advantage of. I wonder that should have been a Coin of the Realm over the second page. That seems entirely possible. Take Barge here. Let's see, that card is a page, which I guess will be fine drawing it. It really should have been coin, but we'll live. Maybe we'll just pick up the coin here. now that it's too late. I guess it'll be fine. At some point, I suppose we do want the Carpenter, like that can gain envoys, that can gain abundances. Plausibly, that's going to come right here. Just duration. And then, yeah, let's pick up a Carpenter. That'll be good, as I say, for picking up some of these things. Do we even want to frog the... Do we want to even frog the Infirmary, or do we just want to go through with Warrior? I mean, I guess we have the Coin of the Realm in there, and it essentially cantrips, so... Trash is a treasure hunter. Fantastic. Let me just take Barge coin. Seems easy enough. See the hero right away and everything. I don't know, like maybe we take Envoy off the bat. I mean, I should have enough draw. I think we go after abundances first. Is the hero gaining a thing? Abundance. Or do we take the Envoy? Like, how much more draw do I need? A real question. I don't have a great answer to it. I guess part of the idea is if we take Envoy, right, it gives us more ability to take abundances later on. Envoy. Just move this to champion. Are we really not gonna find our barges until the very end of the shuffle? Apparently so. It is tempting me to put ports in right now. I guess it's probably unnecessary. We could just take another abundance. This was not a good shuffle at all. Just not seeing the barges. Like really, really bad shuffle, in fact. The good news is that you're a bit behind on the Traveler stuff. The bad news is just, as I say, we lost a lot of pace there. I don't like the nobles. Like, I don't really understand getting that over. Okay. Champion is out. We're very happy about this turn of events, for sure. Okay. Okay. Let's get some draw cards. Like, the worst thing that can happen is that I don't draw. Okay. It happened. Inherited Storeroom, huh? That could be ugly. Oh, how we even start out. Oh, I didn't see the Storeroom right away, but we did see 5 coins, so that's going to be a Rice Broker buy. I guess long term, I mean, you have village, you have draw. That's what we're going to be doing. So, I mean, I guess I'd buy Rice Broker right here. We'll shuffle 1. Oh, I'm doing the same thing. That's obnoxious. shuffle 1 copper in. Surely you should shuffle 1 copper in. Now what? Do we take Herald, or do we go after something like a Baron? I don't really have the terminal space for a Baron, but it does, you know, discard estates better than Storeroom does for sure. And what is the Herald actually going to do me? I mean, I'm shuffling next shuffle, so... yeah. Alright, I can believe in the Herald. I don't know why you wouldn't make the Rice Broker shuffle. It's okay. Like, are you that scared of the 1 out of what? Apparently so. Could have another 5 here. We could also overpay 1 for Herald. Just top deck that, get through a bit more of the deck, hopefully. Would be the idea. At some point, I guess we want to be producing a little bit more money, but plausibly we can do that through drawing. Like, Wealthy Village is important, but you can also just kind of get that done with Sack of Loot. I'm not very confident in that particular decision. That is to do the Herald overpay rather than like a Barge or something. Again, it's kind of this terminal space issue. As we could add a Baron now. It's becoming safer, like, as we add Heralds. That becomes more and more appealing. It's a little scary. Again, it's a little scary with Heralds as well. Like, plausibly, you could end up taking estates that you don't really love at all. So it's quite possible that another Herald is a little bit better. Just a little bit. I'll do another Herald. I'm going to try to get the money done by drawing and having Storeroom rather than dealing with Baron. I know the audience absolutely cannot hear this, but in addition to the loudness earlier, there's also like this incessant beeping, which is really, really annoying me. Huh. I mean, maybe we do have to go after the Baron if we're going to be getting price points. And at some point, there's not much copper left in deck, but I don't really love having the Baron long term. And at some point, maybe we can Rice Broker. Is that really the best use of resources? I would have really liked to have gone to 5 here. I'm also getting into a situation where I'm not sure that I can realistically hit 6 without help, so to speak. What's the worst thing that happens? We end up with a 3rd estate. It's actually pretty bad. I'd like to go up and get a Sack of Loot really soon. Ending up with an extra estate would be actually just absolutely terrible. But as I say, I think I've gotten to the point in my deck where I can't, like, I'm becoming potentially unable to reach 6 without help, which I guess now we're reaching 6 with the help. Just take a sack of loot. I think it's better than a barge. Maybe we go like barge into Windfall is the other kind of option here. It might be okay actually. Now that I mention it, right? Like that's a bit cleaner of a initial payload increase. All right, I'm convinced. Actually, do we want barge over crew even? Maybe not. Like if we topped at 2 crews, if we have a Herald based deck, like that's pretty okay, right? And I have plus buy as it stands. All right. Yuck. I would have been durationing a barge, which would have been equally as bad. Yeah. Well, this is a terrible turn that's definitely going to lose me the game. Yikes. Yeah, this is a bad draw. This is a bad draw. It's actually going to be extremely difficult for me to Windfall. I'm kind of noticing. And certainly we play the crew. It's just I swear there's only I don't have much copper left. So what am I buying? Oasis? Plausibly. Humble Castle? My target's Windfall. We might not end up doing Windfall, and we might be going Oasis instead and taking like Wealthy Villages, sacks of loot, more plausibly. Huh. Absolutely fatal draw. Yuck. Especially if your deck keeps working okay. I mean, this could just be double Herald even. I guess you have the duration Barge out, so maybe this wants to be something like Barge Oasis or Barge Humble Castle. I didn't see that. I do not like the Wealthy Village at all. I do not get it. I guess you have 2 terminals. Maybe. Alright, do I draw a thing? No, but I do draw 2 Heralds, which will really make next turn not work. I mean, another discarder is probably not a good thing. I could take the castle. I think the castle's probably better than Silver. Maybe not. Yuck. This is so bad. So bad. Like, I could have drawn the Baron. I didn't have to draw 2 Heralds. Just gonna put it out there. Alright, let's go get silver. I knew there was only 1 copper in there, but things did not need to. It still could have been a better setup for this next turn. I'm gonna put it. That's what I'm putting out there. Things were bad, but they did not need to be that bad. Right. Duration Barge, I'm still in a really tough spot. So I'm not gonna, I can't blame it on this crew over Barge thing. Why did you do that? Like, you can take Windfall Herald? I don't know. Crew overpay Herald by 2. Crew sack of loot. Like, these are all very good options. I don't know what I'm actually going to be able to do this turn. It's going to be really iffy. Well, this should be a barge sack of loot. Herald's probably going to miss all over the place just because I'm looking at a bunch of my action cards right now. Humble Castle. You're going to have to Wealthy Villages? Not so sure. I'm also not so sure that any of this matters, because, Alright, please hit something. That is not a very appropriate something. I wonder if I can, cheese this somehow, I discard Crew, Baron, Estate, or something like that. And hope for the best. 2 Heralds then. Okay. No! Oh my god. What was that? That is so incredibly terrible. Oh my god. Why? I mean, I know it's only 2 out of 3, but why? Why? You're just Herald overpaying for 1. I mean, I have to put 1 on top. Ugh. Oh well, at least you had a mediocre turn. I'm not going to say it's bad because, 8's a whole lot better than what I was doing, but jeez. Oasis. So much Oasis. Anyways. Okay, we connected some Herald. This is a good turn. If nothing else, we're gonna produce some amount of money. 8. We're not going to get our Windfall in, unfortunately. Well, maybe we should have. No, I guess there's no way to do it. We're going to take our sack of loot. That's what we're doing, right? We're taking our sack of loot and calling it a day. I guess we could take 2 Heralds if we're going to go after the Windfall idea. Yeah, that's better. Kind of think that's better. And then we're going to fail turn. Because whatever's on top of my deck is definitely not an action card. I promise. Or maybe it's the Baron. In any case. I don't love what's going on over there, but I don't feel like I'm performing better than it. At least so far. Well, it's the Baron. Okay. Definitely play Crew. We want this last Herald, right? More than anything in the world. Especially looking at this. Well, maybe we want another Crew a little bit more. I mean, that's kind of how I get my deck to start really working, right? Is we're top decking multiple Crews. Windfall, and then the world is amazing again. I mean, this is what I want my deck to be doing. It's just... I'm okay with that being the Baron. I'm okay with that being the Baron. Like, it's not perfect, but what is? Get chaliced. I don't know. It feels like there's just too many bad turns happening. That's what it feels like. Too many bad turns over here. Not enough bad turns over there. Makes for a tough game. Okay, last Herald. Well, targets are all still the same. These heralds are both missing, so I have to make a decision. What am I playing? I guess I'm playing the crew. I'm just buying Windfall. And I did top deck a herald, so we will draw. Alright, that's good. I mean, now we can like go adding Wealthy Village, adding Barge, you know, all of these nice things. We should have plenty of money. We have 2+ buys in the deck. I don't have to mess with Sack of Loot, which I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe that makes things out of control, but not really. I don't even think I'm in that bad a spot. Like, I think our payload is pretty equivalent. Being real. I may be completely off on that assessment, but just because of, like, the chalice, I think I'm actually... If that chalice had been something, you know, reasonable, I think I'd be in a worse spot, but... As things stand, I think we're doing okay. Potentially. I may be proven completely wrong here, of course. But, like, this turn I'm looking at buying double Wealthy Village Barge or something like that. I think. We should also look at seeding our turns in a big way. Okay. 2 actions. Disgusting. We may not be seeding our turns. We may just be trying to get anything to work okay. I mean, I kind of need the 2+ buys. What's in there? That is a Herald and a copper. Yikes. Like, if I could guarantee that I hit the Herald, that would be amazing. And if I hit the copper, what happens? You know, it's a Herald and a gold. If I hit the Herald, I'm very happy. Yeah. Right, fine. We're gonna want 2 buys. So I guess we're discarding the crew. I guess we discard both of these, actually. Okay, we redrew the Herald. That's alright. I guess we could discard Baron. And now we're buying Wealthy Village. Oh, I don't have 3 things. That's hilarious. Sack of Loot. Barge. There we go. I need the Sack of Loot to get the Wealthy Villages. It's depressing. Trashing that copper turns out to have been terrible. I'd rather just naturally have 3 things, but I don't. Or didn't, or something. Anyways. The good news is you don't have enough draw. I'm taking that as an accomplishment. Or good news. I just... whatever. Like... we can start durationing the Barge. I don't even know if durationing the Barge is any good. It's probably not, but I do think I need more draw as I'm adding more payload. I should have done another Windfall. And what's a Sack of Loot going to get me? It's going to get me the ability to not be able to Windfall. So last turn should have actually been like Windfall, Wealthy Village, Barge. That's my take. Not really. I mean, I can be buying Wealthy Villages, which is just going to be kind of better than Windfall now. Well, maybe not better, but it's something compared to Windfall. And I do want to be durationing the Barges. As nice as having 2 cruises, it's dangerous to basically say I need a Herald in my hand. What's piling? Wealthy Village Estate? I also need to look at some green. What's my rice broker doing anyways? Trashing Estate? That'll be okay. Tripped through the last part of last turn, and then discovered that I couldn't actually do the thing I wanted to do, which is kind of disappointing. Actually, it's extremely disappointing. You just left 3 bad cards on top. Okay, you just left 2 bad cards on top. You just left 1 bad card on top. Let's go. That's kind of a whatever. You just left 0 bad cards on top because you have Sextant. Well, the good news is I think we have fairly equivalent payload. Now I'm like way down on the payload front. Huh. Kind of have to hope that you don't draw. Which does seem possible. Let me just add some rice brokers. I really messed up last turn. Last turn I really needed another Windfall. I'm super light on plus buy relative, which is not good. Oh, you have Insignia. There's no way that you're dying. That's brilliant. Okay, so we're gonna have to, I think we have to put some amount of green in. What do you have? You increase payload to like 28. So that's like estates plus 2 wealthy villages is doable. That's bad. Actually, you increase payload even more than that. You increase payload to a lot. Okay. I really, really needed to be windfalling this last turn. Really needed to be windfalling. I guess we could still windfall this turn, we just don't play the sack. I mean, if that ends up being the target. Right. And we discard 3 cards, draw them. Back, have 4 buys. I think I have to windfall again in like double province or something ugly like that. I guess we could discard 4 cards, including the Herald, draw back, see what happens. Just give like the opportunity for this to happen. Okay. What are we looking at? 19. And I think Windfall Province something is in range. If I go up to 20, I don't get to Windfall, which is probably not a good thing. Yeah, do you have a duration barge out? You don't. I could also go like triple castle. 15 plus a barge. Kind of like that idea. Potentially I get to mess you up. Hammer, fine. Hopes that this makes me draw enough. A little skeptical, but okay, we found a Herald, so at least not finding a village isn't going to be the reason I dud. Or, I mean, it could be, but I think you can just do the wealthy villages plus estates. Probably, what does that cost? Like 31? Just surely you have that. Probably should have done a different form of stuff. I'm guessing you have wealthy villages plus estates. Too many icky turns is most of it. Too many icky turns. And I guess the one, call it mistake or 2 mistakes. You have one more Herald, right? Maybe trashed one. No, you do have one more Herald. Is it 31? Or is it not 31? I'm guessing it is 31. Because I'm guessing that these are all, like, loots. 5 loots gets you to 33. No, there's an estate. 4 loots gets you to 30. Hooray, I don't lose! Oh, man. That's a miracle. I'll just lose next turn instead. It'll be amazing. I bet you could have gotten one more storeroom coin. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have a deck failure here, but maybe you can have a deck failure. That'd be different. I mean, it seems kind of unlikely with Insignia, I'll say. Let's see, 30. No, that's not enough to just mow through the castles. Those cost, more. Putting a wealthy village on top, that makes sense with the cruise. Putting a rice broker on top, so this is going to be some anti-dud work. I don't know, if I mow through the castles, is that like enough points to be not dying next turn? Probably not. But it's going to be what I do. If I can. Alright. Okay. I guess we're rice brokering the Baron. Kind of reducing my plus buy, but I think it's the worst of these two. And we have the barges. I'm going to do the storeroom instead. Because we're going to take Opulent Castle mid-turn. Yeah, okay. Okay. Crumbler to Opulent. Okay. Bear in the estate. Get our doubloons, amazing. Okay. Do I actually want to discard that estate? Yeah, I guess I had to. You take a storeroom back. Probably makes the most sense. Well, let's just take the 3 castles and see what happens. What happens is probably that I dud next turn, but, you know. Could take an estate. I mean, it's a lot of points. I feel like Oasis is better. I wonder if I actually needed to draw with that Barge. I guess I didn't. A couple points, but I think I might have been better off durationing it. Anyways. Yeah, no whatevers here. I mean, I have enough for the 2 wealthy villages, so if you don't outscore me, somehow I would win. I assume that you are going to be able to outscore me, but, you know, we'll see. 23 is a lot of points. You need 4 provinces, which you could easily do. Pretty easily. Just gonna put it out there. I don't know that you really need to be winning. Maybe you probably you can. I think this was my best bet. It's not like if I duration the barge I would have done anything different. Like the castles were what had to happen. sure you can score enough. Even if you don't win. Like, I would not be surprised if you can actually just, like, straight up take 5 provinces. Which probably you wouldn't do, because you somehow would not be assuming a dud on my end. But... yeah. We'll see. Alright, now this is not looking amazing over there. Kind of surprised that storeroom was for just like pure coin. I guess maybe there's some more draw in there. Yeah, more rice brokers. Alright. Let's see the damage. Can you just take 6 provinces? A real question. Surprised we're not getting an orb for figurehead. You can take 4. You should play figurehead. There's still kind of a question of what are you going to do? Hey, at least 2 provinces and 8 estates doesn't do it. Wait, yes it does. No, it doesn't. That's 20 points. Well short. You really, really should be playing this figurehead. Unless there's some win with 11 buys and 36 coins that I'm missing. Two wealthy villages and how many provinces? Not that many. Yeah, we'll see if you go ahead and take a point lead on me at least. I wonder if I could have got... I think I probably could have gotten one more... Maybe could have gotten one more point out of last turn. Not 100% sure. I mean, if you don't take a point lead, I win, so... Let's see it. It was a really cool turn last turn. It won't be enough to win, but it was a cool turn. I gotta admit. I mean, my hope is that you think that you're going to be setting something up. Oh, you're thinking you're going to set something up. That's fantastic. Okay. You are not taking this point lead, and I will win the game. Right. Look at me. Full dud. Win anyways. Oh. Maximum psychological damage. absolutely maximum psychological damage. What's this one? After each action card, you play +1 action, and there's whatever's down here. What are we opening? Sailor Steward? I think Sailor removes Siren, so you can, like, do that thing if the stars align. I think that's probably better than River Shrine. Just because I do want to be working with Siren. We can wait on the battle plan. You can gain all the warlords in one turn here, so that's not perfect. But this means that you have like lots of draw even against warlord. I mean, I think we want to go after Siren. The Sailor Steward. I could be very wrong about this. River Shrine may just be way better. Alright. +2 cards. Move the Siren. Just a moment. Let me think about this. Do I want the estates? I mean, I'm about to be buying Tanuki. I think I'd rather keep some estates around. This could be into a second sailor. I'm not so sold on that. I think it could just be battle plan. Or like workers' village. I guess Great Leader's not actually going to happen. Like, but yeah, okay, this should be a workers' village. Or it needs to be a workers' village. So that I can play all the things I want to play. This is a total blowout at the moment. Just gonna put it out there. Like even taking this curse, it's a blowout. This goes to Workers' Village. We'll take 2 battle plans to give proper whatever over that pile. This turn we're going to want an Artificer. Yeah, that was unreal. What game is this? This is game 5. We donate. Do draw Sheepdog, that's fine. Plus buy is town. Oh, it's Feodum donate. That's probably relevant. I guess we want to start like Feodum town though. Okay, we need to calculate this out. Like, is it better to take Feodum then immediately donate, or is it better to take Feodum town and then donate the next shuffle? Is it even better to take Feodum over, like, town, and then try to double Poorhouse or something? I don't think so. Honest? I think the Poorhouse stuff's just better. I mean, you don't have to draw as much. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it this way. We'll see if I'm very wrong. It's also not going to really be... There's not really going to be any confirmation that I'm very wrong. Because... I'm second player, and so we could just get kind of eaten up by that, even if I'm correct. But I hope I'm correct. It'd be really nice if I were correct. Okay. This is a very interesting 5. We just actually, I think we might just be taking another town. Be real. And this will be like 2 buys when we go Poorhouse Donate. Yeah, I'm not going to love taking curses every turn, but what else do we do? I guess we could take like Urchins. Urchin Trickster, something like that. And actually delay stuff a turn. Like yet another turn. Just go like Poorhouse Urchin right here. And then Urchin Donate this turn. And like this. Does this guarantee that I collide the Urchins? I think so. It also beats up Trickster pretty good. My hope is to trash Necropolis Curse this turn. Maybe pick up some stuff. Town Poorhouse. Just wait on the second curse. That's the idea anyways. Maybe this turns like town. Does it matter? We're just going town. If we have 8, we could go town, Sheepdog, Poorhouse. I just want to go town. Yeah. Bam! Look at me. We'll get the last town either way, I suppose. Matter of, like, what do we want to trash? May end up trashing a Poorhouse. It's not the end of the world. Because that last card is a Poorhouse, so if I'm not trashing this one, yeah. What's in there? There's a Poorhouse and something else. Poorhouse. I don't think it's a curse. Poorhouse Sheepdog. Let's leave the Sheepdog on top. Seven towns. Let's remember that. Remember that good. Oh, you ditched your Trickster. That's disappointing. Alright, if I just take all 3 of these for plus buy, hit 8, and I can take... No, let's not do that. It's 10, and take like 2 Sheepdogs in an alley or something like that. Well, I could go like Sheepdog, Treasury, Poorhouse. I don't know how much Sheepdog I really need. Part of the issue. I'm not getting them played by you anymore, so that's not a real thing. At some point we'll want alleys, but I don't think we need them yet. I think you're definitely trying to lose all your silver. But those are your only towns, which seems bad. I'm gonna say I got this one right on the Feodum versus other stuff. I'm going to say I got it right. Urchin silver. Silver? I guess it's silver. You don't have another Urchin. Which seems not amazing, given how draw limited this game is. I wonder if I want a Trickster. Probably not. But I mean, it lowers piles. And it does score. Our Merc's just going to be dead. I guess it doesn't have to be. Like, we can trigger the... We can trigger the Sheepdogs with the Merc game. Is that any good? We just have to keep replenishing the Urchin supply. I'm not buying it. We go like Trickster Province. Or Trickster, I don't know what. Any province. Provinces are great things to discard to Urchins, right? They seem very, very limited. I remember to do the Trickster before the Urchin. I don't know, pick up like alleys or something. Could be helpful. Cabin boys. So take 2 cabin boys. Alley cabin boy. Seems like a fine thing. The cabin boys can go into cabin boys at start of turn, which might trigger sheepdogs and be helpful. I don't really want the cabin boys for coins, just want them for ability to whatever. Let's try to win this turn and stop this nonsense. This is not quite there yet. This is there, right? Trickster, get 3 buys. There we go. Whew. Yeah, got that one. Got the poor houses right, I would say. I didn't get 2 either. Alright, what do we got here? Looks pretty standard. Masquerade draw, there's a village here. Payload increases treasure trove, which mass draw is a little bit iffy. Golem is Obelisk, and we might actually go after it. since Golem is also draw, and given that we want to be using this treasure trove payload with, like, Hamlet plus buy, I'm tempted. I mean, we're going to open Mask. The question is, what do we do next? Do we just, like, take the potion? Like, do I have a good chance of hitting 4 potion off Mask with Borrow? Probably. Let's do it. I'm opening potion for Golem. Damn it. Like, I've won 4 games, right? Let's do it. You don't get to do that every day. Yeah, let's do it. Bam, potion. Watch this. I found Mask. This couldn't be better. This couldn't be better. Bam, Golem. You open double Mask and they collide. I open Mask potion. Like, what are we doing? We could borrow for Outpost now. I think we want to take maybe Village Green. It can get next turned. Border Guard might just be a little bit better with the Golem in deck, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's move that way on things. I'll borrow for another Golem. It's gonna be this is gonna be like the best deck ever. I'm gonna have so much Golem. Apparently we're gonna like completely fail turn here, but that's okay. Do we want a Hamlet, Border Guard? Maybe Border Guard, another Border Guard. I'm gonna get like just destroyed by this Border Guard Village Green combo that I missed. That's what I'm starting to think. I want to pick up Outpost pretty soon. I don't know how many more Golems we like actually want. Getting past Copper, everything's good. I guess the Golem could find Mask Outpost. That'd be kind of unpleasant. I guess we can play the Border Guard first, because, like, chances are we don't see 2 actions with it. Okay. Now it's definitely finding Mask Outpost. What do we want? Village Green, Hamlet, Golem. Probably Hamlet. I think we just want to like go up and get a treasure trove. Seed the Golem there. We could borrow for treasure trove. Seems fine. Could get another Mask also. I mean, I need the payload increase. Let's just do it. Opening potion for Golem. I am going for like just totally maximum psychological damage here. I cannot explain like how embarrassing it would be to lose to somebody who opened potion for Golem. Just in general. Like if it's me, I'm sure it's fine, but you know, we're just gonna lose our states. Apparently I have inflicted some psychological damage because you just did that completely in reverse. Of course, I kind of didn't mind in reverse also. We'll ignore that. So at some point I want another mask, and of course I always want more Golem. Who wouldn't? May still be like a little bit of a turn behind, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, it seems like things are going well enough over there, certainly. Are we buying double border guard? This is basically trying to do the border guard village green thing, which I think is fine. Oh, what was that? Alright. Do I have any like, actions? No. Yeah, I do. I have the mask. Okay. That's fine. Do I borrow, or do I just buy the Golem? I think I'm just buying the Golem. And now we can start, we can add another draw card like Mask here and probably be happy about things. I kind of missed the other draw, you might have noticed. They're just going right after provinces, huh? We don't believe in Golem power. I wonder if it's time to ditch the potion, or if I'm ever possibly going to want another one of these things. I actually messed up last turn, not realizing what was going on. I mean, I should have taken the mask to hand, although I guess it wouldn't have made a difference because I ended up discarding the Golem or the Outpost anyways. I need to lose a bit more copper. It's in there. Outpost mask. Mask. I think we just have to clear deck. Now what? Village Green, Hamlet. Another mask. Another mask. Or Village Green. Look at these incredible turns. What are we doing? I guess we would ditch the potion. Let's ditch the potion. There's 2 golds in here. I don't think anything else. So do I hit 6 and clear, or do I just hit... Do I hit 6 and clear, or do I just hit 7? I think we should hit 6 and clear. And take, like... Mask border guard or something of that nature. Mask Hamlet. Because I think I can still reasonably catch up with most things. What I want to do is I want to have the I want to be able to do I want to sputter. I want to be able to next turn the village greens for outpost turns. That's what I want to have happen. You just keep provincing. I don't know. When you're able to province this outpost turn, I kind of worry. I don't know that definitely does not appear to be what's happening. If I could do a double, I'd be pretty happy about things, I think. Okay. Part of this is like I don't actually know how to play with Golem, I will freely admit. Because I like never do. Like it's not good enough card to have experience with. I'll just next turn this. Okay, we found this golem, which seems bad. Oh no. But on the other hand, like, is this fine? Maybe. Ooh, what are we passing? Trove? I guess Trove. Maybe Hamlet? I mean, I have the one. Other Hamlet. What a decision we'll have to be making. I mean, I can plausibly double province next turn without the Trove. We have the golds at this point. I don't know if we have like enough golds to be like actually doubling. Trove or Hamlet? Trove or Hamlet? Trove or Hamlet? I mean, Hamlet does some of the stuff I want to be doing. But don't think I'm actually drawing enough to take advantage of the Trove. Let's see, last card is a Golem, which means I would kind of like to draw it with the Hamlet before I start playing other Golems. I mean, if you take 2 provinces on this go around, I mean, that's definitely my target. I don't know that I'm like at all guaranteed to be reaching it. We can set things up, of course, but or maybe you can just triple. Kind of doubt it. think there's really the draw over there to be tripling. I mean, I think double duchy's even a stretch on that side. I really wish you hadn't greened so early, but such is life. I wonder if I could have fit like one more golem into the deck. I don't know. Maybe double duchy isn't that much of a stretch. Okay, well, you seem to be having a turn. Definitely having a turn. Alright. You might be able to double duchy here, which would be pretty annoying. I must say. Kinda now wish I'd kept the potion around a touch longer. Right. No, you did find a buy. Okay. So it ends up being 3 provinces is definitely going to be out of range for me, so certainly seems like something you're fine with leaving. You really got a full turn there. Probably even some extra border guards sitting in those cards, especially since you have the horn. 2 duchies, so we're just going to have to match that. I mean, I think our deck is going to be a little bit better at... Okay. I think our deck might be a little bit better at some of these things. Next turn that. Maybe I can set this up. Like, there's outposts and border guards. Thing is, okay, so clearly I have to play this Masquerade. We'll just do a deck clear and buy 2 duchies. Sure. Buy another 2 duchies. What does that do? Hamlet mask. Okay, do we want to do a deck clear or do we want 3 buys? I guess we want 3 buys. Probably just do 3 buys, count on this stuff to be stuff. And go like double duchy estate. You're limited to 4 games, plausibly. I mean, we could also just kind of offer this tie. We take like a Hamlet. Or half off for the tie, assuming you have 2 completely full turns. Right. Yeah, we're taking this Hamlet. Just pass a border guard if needed. I should have taken, what's it? Thing over thing. I should have taken the horn over the lantern, probably, just to guarantee that I had something passable on top. I guess the other thing you could go kind of after is like, I mean, this basically has to be province duchy, right? Or you can borrow for double province. That's probably your best move. And I'll have 2 chances. Okay, I don't love this move. That has to come now. Discard Y. Okay. Yuck. Well, no, actually, this is fine. Yeah, sure. Because I'll get the outpost turn. If all else fails, I will get the outpost turn, which is set up to actually buy province, right? If it needs to, it's set up to buy border guard. So what I do is I take duchy, state. Oh, that's not a... Sorry. I don't know how anything works. That's not a 3 pile. I just take province. I thought this was a 3 pile, and I was just wrong. I played that turn completely wrongly. I will lose this game because I played that turn completely wrongly. Yeah. I thought I was offering like this tie, the other turn. Wrong. Okay, you're going, which could be a real big issue for me. I mean, one guesses... Oh god, what do I pass? Border guard or gold? If I need another turn... mean, it's gotta be border guard. It's gotta be gold, right? Trash is copper. This is gonna be an estate buy. What are we doing? Okay, there's going to be an estate buy, and we're going to go after a province. Well, let's see it. That is not going to be a province. Okay, this is not going to be much of a province either. So what will it be? Border guard, village green, and a single estate's not going to do me anything. So plausibly border guard. I probably could have double provinced if that had been my target. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Ooh, do I pass the mask instead? Maybe. I'm going to do it. I'm massing the mask because the copper may help you hit 7. It's worse for my own turn, but in terms of, like, prevention, I know there's quite a lot more gold over there. Okay, let's just take our last border guard. Will I find a golem again this game? I will. Okay. That's definitely step 1. Okay, we're passing Duchy, right? At this point, that's fine. That's net 6. Yeah, okay. Okay, I survived that one despite my complete screw up in the middle, where probably I could have won if that had been the correct target, but it wasn't, so it was fine. Anyways, good result. One of those I probably didn't really deserve too much. That was the one where I got the Baron double Wealthy Village ending, and that was a pretty bad mistake on your end. Other than that, I don't know. I felt like we did okay, and the draws were really, really amazing, including in that first game where I really should have won that game. I feel like, but I ended up down payload somehow, and that was that. So, see you all.